This problem is one of the problems I would consider an A problem, or one of the more fancy, elegant problems. In this case, the problem reads, calculate the percent yield of B2H6 if you isolate 7.50 grams from the reaction of 18.9 grams sodium borohydride and 200 grams of boron trifluoride. The first thing that should strike you when you read this is that you realize you have the amounts of two different reactants given, and that tells me it's a limiting reactant problem, and it tells me that I'm going to have to do a minimum of two calculations. So now let's look at this. The equation is balanced as written, so I can go ahead, get my periodic chart out, find the molar masses of the sodium borohydride, the boron trifluoride, and the B2H6 so that I'm ready to start my calculation. I'll start by calculating how much product I can make from the 18.9 grams of sodium borohydride. So I start with my mass. Then, using the molar mass, I change 1 mole of sodium borohydride has a mass of 37.83253 grams of sodium borohydride. I know from my balanced equation that 2 moles of B2H6 reacts with 3 moles of NaBH4. And I know the molar mass is 27.66964 grams is 1 mole of B2H6. So now when I check my units, the grams of sodium borohydride cancel, the moles of sodium borohydride, and the moles of B2H6, leaving me my answer 9.22 grams of B2H6. Now I want to calculate how much material I can make using all the boron trifluoride. So I start with my 200 grams of boron trifluoride, change that to moles. 1 mole of BF3 is 67.8062096 grams of BF3. Now looking at my ratio from the balanced equation, 2 moles of B2H6 is 4 moles of boron trifluoride. And again, looking at the molar mass, 27.66964 grams of B2H6 is 1 mole. So I would get 40.81 grams if I used up all of the boron trifluoride. But I can't do that because all the sodium borohydride will get used up first. So I choose the smaller answer, and that's my theoretical yield. Now, percent yield is equal to the actual yield over the theoretical yield times 100. So my actual yield was 7.50 grams divided by my theoretical yield, 9.22 grams, times 100 gives me 81.3% yield. Now, as you are reviewing for the exam, be sure to look at the chapter summary on page 144 in your book and the tools for problem solving. I think these are things that will help you, and if you study them and make sure you have those skills, you should be in good shape for the exam.